In this video, I'm rolling with Lawrence again. Lawrence is a good blue belt at the Academy. He's been a blue belt since the day I started about a year and 3 months ago. And he was, only getting better. So I'm doing some stand-up. We're starting standing. I don't do this with everyone, and I make sure I do it when there's a lot of room. So we pretty much have the mat to ourselves, and I trust Larry. So the main thing is trust. I know Lawrence isn't going to hurt me, even though he's young and strong. So here we go. We're working on some snap downs, wrist control. I'm fending him off by pushing my hand on his bicep. I have really long arms. It's easy for me to hold somebody at bay. Now it looked like we had mercy grips there. Now I have the wrist and the head, which is what I like. It's like collar sleeve in no-gi. So I was able to break his posture by pulling him forward and down. There, he's doing some good grip fighting. He's not allowing me to get the grips that I want. Here he tried to shoot, but I had one hand on his clinch and I had the other on his wrist. So it makes it pretty hard. So here we're resetting. He's measuring the distance by putting his hand on my head. You see that with wrestlers a lot. There he tried to do like a Granby roll into a leg entanglement, but I was able to identify it, step away, and I ended up in his closed guard. I like closed guard. Well, I don't like to be in closed guard, but if I know I can win at the wrist fighting, I feel like it's a resting position for me. Because it's easy for me to, put my hand on the biceps and really make life annoying because I have long octopus arms. So here I'm explaining the basic concept of when somebody, you don't want their hands on your chest when they're in your guard, you want their hands on the mat. So when they go to push down on your chest, you have to swipe their hands to the mat while pulling your knees up and breaking their posture. This is a very important thing for closed guard that I notice a lot of people kind of either forget or ignore. Here I have double wrist control. Now he let go of the closed guard because he felt we were stalemated, or at least I'm thinking for him here. Again, you can see my hand on his bicep. It prevents him from grabbing me. And there he actually overcompensated and I was able to get like a toe hold position and then just use it to keep his leg out of the way as I passed his guard. And I went right to knee on belly, not in a smashing way, but in a more of a, to control the position to gain that territory. And then from knee on belly, I just slid over to mount or quarter mount. He still has me, my left leg. Here I'm looking for the knee slide. I'm doing it very slowly, very incrementally. I'm controlling his wrist, but I don't really need it. I'm doing it more as a distraction. And there I was able to clear the other leg by kicking off. And he did a good job regaining guard. A semi-butterfly guard, as I call it. So here I'm just taking a little breather as I look to clear the legs. Lawrence is getting so good that I would have to use a lot of effort to submit him. So you'll notice this whole round will go without, I don't really get a submission, but I'm not putting a ton of effort. I'm putting enough effort to control the fight, so to speak. I can't go 100% in every roll, especially since I like to train 4 days a week. If you want to train 4 days a week and you're going 100%, and you're over 40, 50 years old, it's going to be a real challenge. And it could lead to injury. Also, as I've said many times, I like to sharpen my technique. And to sharpen your technique means to go easier and work the technique, even if it means not getting the submission. So Larry's going from side to side looking to get something started. But even here, he has no meaningful leg pummeling position. One leg's just resting on my hip. The other's floating. And he's wrist fighting. Really, he should be digging his legs in, getting a butterfly hook, putting his foot on my bicep. So there he tried to stand up, but I pulled his ankle out. And I think I punched him in the face or something. I hit him in the face there. I always tell people, if you get hit during rolling, if you get kneed or something, try not to stop. You can acknowledge it. You could say, excuse me, or something like that. But try to keep going. Because in a real fight, if you get kneed in the face, the guy's not going to stop. Or in a competition. Unless it has some severe injuries. There he tried to kick me off him. I went right to the Darce. Then I switched to the guillotine. He's defending it really well. And there he Granby rolled out of it and was able to regain his guard. Well done, Lawrence. I know he's going to be watching this. Our rolls have gotten a lot better since Lawrence has been watching my channel. See, there he let me grab his head. Now, for a man who watches my channel, he should have known better. Because it's going to be so hard to get me off him from here. I'm already pummeling the right leg to free my left leg. And I'm using zero effort. So whenever your partner is straining and you're using zero effort, it's always an advantage to you. See, here he should take me and do a shoulder crunch. Well, not anymore. So I'm able to like slither up. I'm climbing his guard, I call it. I've seen Gordon Ryan doing this and explaining this concept where he's floating over the guy's guard, but I just feel like going up is important. So if you can climb his body instead of trying to go around it or go down the center, just climb him. Put your knee on the mat, get to quarter guard. So here I'm threatening the Kimura, again, not really putting a lot of effort into finishing it. I kind of want to see what he's going to do. There he bumped me off because I had knee on belly, and his hip bump had power from that position. But I was able to come right back, and this time I took his back. But he's getting really low, and he was able to escape, so now I'm just being annoying. As you can see, I'm getting a kick out of it. There I went for like a ray gun style choke. It's another annoying choke. And then I put my hand over his mouth. But I only do this playfully because he's Lawrence. That's the other big drink of water in the background. I also have a video with him. And I roll with him the next round. All right, well, that's the end of this round. Again, if you want to support the channel, if you're getting value out of what I'm providing, please feel free to buy me a coffee or to buy a t-shirt or a sweater. The link is in the description. The links for these pages are in the description. I really appreciate everybody, and I can't believe how fast the channel is growing. And I want to continue to provide you with more content. So again, thank you. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.